Hey guys, Happy New Year, Happy 2026. So I am expecting, predicting, well, no, it's not a question of want because I believe you make things happen if they're meant to be and if you really put forth the effort. So I'm expecting this year to be a very good year. Um, Soon we're going to launch our agriculture support business here in Rwanda, where we will be selling things like heirloom seeds, compost, biochar, natural pesticides, natural fertilizers. I haven't thought about natural herbicides yet because sometimes the plants that we consider a nuisance, weeds, are actually plants that could be very ancient and actually good for you. Uh, I just I just saw a video on one, and I'm sorry I can't remember the name. Anyway, so I'm always amazed um, at how our food crop lots, locally they're called plantations, but as a descendant of slaves, I just can't use that word. There's a beautiful city in Florida, Plantation, Florida, and I could never live there just because of the name. So whatever. So anyway, these food crop lots, that's what I call them. They change depending upon the season, what tends to grow when, and I'm gonna just show you what this lot next to me looks like and share with you some of the thoughts I'm having about it. So check out the corn. That's a nice big ear of corn, isn't it? So one of the things that I'm noticing on these plants is that there's only one ear of corn per plant. And I don't know if that's normal or why that is, but I'm just noticing one ear of corn per plant. Now, my business partner, Daniel, and I um, have been growing he's been growing some crops from heirloom seeds, and one of which is the corn. And the last time I talked to him about this, which was about maybe 10 days ago, he was complaining. Oh, by the way, just look at all this corn or maize. Just look at it. He was complaining that the plants weren't very tall. Now he did plant late because I don't think he planted until like October. Probably should have planted in August or September. And of course, this is from seeds. Okay, so just take a look. Now my cat is out there somewhere. I saw her, and now I don't see her now, and I heard a bird squawk, but I didn't see anybody. I didn't see her getting carried away, so hopefully she's still okay. Come on, Spunky, Spunky. Let's see if she shows up. They don't always know their name when you call them. But anyway, back to this corn. So one of the things about Rwandan corn is that it's very, very hardy. And when I say, again, oh, look. Here's one with two ears on it. See that? There's an ear on the right and an ear on the left. I don't know why I don't have the magnifier option right now. But anyhow, so I guess it's not just one ear per plant. Oh, here's another one. Two ears. One on either side. See it? Okay, so that's good. Well, here's one behind it. Same thing. All right. All right, so that's good to know. So, um, so one of the things about Rwandan corn is it's quite hardy. And I'm being euphemistic because what it is actually quite tough. The first time I bought an ear of corn and took it home and boiled it and bit into it, I thought, oh, I didn't cook this long enough. But it's just the nature of the corn. It's very hardy, it's tough. And the corn that I sent was from heirloom seeds in the US. And as you know, our corn is very tender, small kernels. Um, so I tease my Rwandan friends by telling them, your maize tastes like cardboard and our corn tastes like butter. Here's my Rwandan friend now. I'm doing a YouTube video on this corn. Okay. So I'm really hoping that when Daniel's corn gets to the point that we can harvest it, I want him to take it home, feed it to his family. Hopefully they have a little butter and salt they can put on it and see what they think. Because we know different countries have different palates. One of the very positive things about the Rwandan palate is that there's not an overly attraction or addiction to sugar. So cakes are not real sweet. I don't even know if I've had a Rwandan cookie, but the sweets are not real sweet, and that's a good thing, right? Even their sugar is not this sweet, it's probably because it's more natural. But different countries have different palates, and in the U.S., our palate has been shaped by the food industry. So what we want to do with our company is to introduce new foods, introduce nutritious foods, um, diversify what is eaten, because it's pretty standard: corn, tomatoes, potatoes, um, onions, bell pepper, carrots, broccoli, something called sukuya, I think is the name of it. And it's like a kale or a green, but it's not, it's not, you know, it's not a lot. So it'd be nice to introduce, so we're trying to introduce things like black eyed peas, mustard greens, collard greens, turnip greens, things that, of course, Black Americans really like. Um, and we want to try to see if we can induce local restaurants to expand their menus, uh, so that we will have a steady market, and two, to again introduce people to different foods, and three, hopefully it helps the restaurant by allowing them to offer things that aren't available at other restaurants. So that's the game we're playing. I'm very excited because next week we are slated to register the business with the government. After it's registered, I'm going to ask for a meeting with the Minister of Agriculture to talk about a figure that I heard, which was that 40% of the compost that's used in Rwanda is imported. And what we'd like to do is make that unnecessary, thus saving the government a lot of money, and creating jobs here, creating a product that's really, really good. I actually love making compost. It's like, who knew? But it's like my favorite thing to do in the world, other than watch YouTube University. But I watch YouTube University to help improve my knowledge of soil health and how to achieve it. It's a lot more complex than I thought. And as most of you know, I'm a psychologist and a registered nurse. So there's some science training there. But my natural inclination is to think about how people think, and behave. That's of great interest to me. So learning about terra preta, which is this soil that's found in the Amazon, which is where they think the use of biochar may have originated, versus arboreal soil. These are words I just learned the other day. So, it's a bit of a challenge, but as long as I'm alive, I'm going to accept the challenge. So, just wanted to let you all know what's been happening, um, and some of the things that we're up to, and some of the thoughts that I'm having about growing corn. So I'll let you know once that corn is ripe and his family and Daniel's family tries it. I'll let you know what they think. I hope they fall in love with it. Okay? And the thing that I love the most is that, unlike in the US, this is not GMO corn. This is natural corn from heirloom seeds. And one of the things that we hope to do, particularly in countries of lower means, is to be able to make sure that people have the seeds so that they can continue to propagate their crops year after year without having to buy, GMO seeds from some foreigner who's making all the money and who ultimately could control your access to food. So I know I may be into a fight over this, but I'm ready for it. I'm preparing for it. I'm like Muhammad Ali. I'm training by learning what I can about GMO, how it's delivered to the plants, um, learning the pros and the cons so that I can intelligently argue for my point of view. And the point of view I have is that which I believe will serve the people who consume these products. We don't want people getting sick, and we certainly don't want people losing access to good quality food because they've made it because these foreign actors have made a deal with the government, maybe grease some palms. I'm not saying that happened here in Rwanda, but I know it happens in other countries. But we want to make sure that, particularly for a country like this where like 70% of the economy is based on agriculture, we got to make sure that this country controls its agriculture and doesn't let outsiders come in and worm their way in and eventually control it. So, that's, and if some of you are saying, well, you're an outsider, well, I'm an immigrant, but I do live here and I'm very committed to this country. And I'm also African. So, how much of an outsider am I really? I consider this, as the whole continent, as part of my home. So, whether others see it that way or not, whatever, that's how I see it. And that's how I conduct myself. Not as an outsider, but as a long lost daughter of Africa who has come home. So, these are my people too. All right, guys. Just want to let you know, I'll get off my soapbox. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this year is wonderful for you. I am just, I just know good things are going to happen this year. And so I'm really looking forward to making a lot of advances in our mission to make sure that the resources of Africa benefit Africans. All right, if you like what I'm saying, if you want to hear more, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. If you think I'm full of whatever, manure, say it in the comments. I ain't scared. So say what you need to say, and have a great day and have a great year. Bye now.